So this is going to be something that's a little non-traditional. Not my usual unboxing video. I am not in my ordinarily filthy room. I am here in, I believe, Romulus, Michigan. As you know, one of the boxes that I unbox is Gentleman's Box. And several weeks ago, my friends at Gentleman's Box watched one of my videos, saw that I was coming to the area, and asked me to stop by. So behind me is Gentleman's Box HQ. So we're going to go inside and say hi to folks.
Welcome to Gentleman's Box. Come on in.
Some familiar faces.
Shane, here with
I'm
Paige.
Paige. Yeah.
All right. So this is where all the magic happens. So Gentleman's Box, we actually have two companies in here, Gentleman's Box, and then we have our partner marketing company, Element 5 Digital. So again, up here is the Gentleman's Box team. And you'll kind of sit up here. Paige, you wanted to show us.
I wanted to show you our cool desks. These are newer for us. So they go up and down. And they have set heights depending on what you want. But if you want to stand up, feeling lazy, there you go. You can just set it to your height, and then now we have drawers, which we never had before. So the desks are the new exciting thing in the office.
Finally, we have nice desks.
Yeah.
So
That's the museum of all of our past Gentleman's Boxes. It's getting a little crowded. You can see how we've evolved.
and a few other friends' boxes as well.
Yep.
I see some familiar faces up there.
Yes. Jordan Belfort. Well, Leo DiCaprio as Jordan Belfort, but. Or were you talking about the Stormtrooper?
I was seeing the Geek Fuel box. One of the other companies. But yeah, I was looking at this. So you actually began as the Gentleman's Box and transitioned over to just Gentleman's Box?
Yes, actually, that card down there. That's something that a lot of people probably haven't seen before. That was the very first stab at our logo, and it has clearly since changed.
It has.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, and that was the first box?
Yes.
No? Yeah? Just a
The story is, so when we very first started, John and Chris had actually gone and they bought a few cigar boxes, and they were putting like the samples and the ties and socks in there, just as kind of like a prototype for our very first members. And then we eventually figured out that we want to do the bigger boxes. If you actually see them at the longer box, we used to ship the GQ in that big box.
Okay.
And we figured that it's kind of cumbersome. It's like a heavier box, and we also wanted our members to get the GQ before the box actually comes out. So we started going to that smaller model, and GQ now ships the magazine out before you can get your box. So you're right on schedule with the rest of the GQ subscribers.
Indeed.
Yes. All right. On this way. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a Michigan State graduate and a huge fan of MSU basketball and Tom Izzo. So we actually have some signed. We did like a fundraiser up in East Lansing last year and a few years back. So the great Tom Izzo signed a sign for Element 5 and for the Gentleman's Box. And actually, I have another sign in my room, but I'm never bringing it back.
Okay.
So we first came to the space June of last year. I was honest, we've been here for about a year, and I think it's become a very compact office with having two companies in here. Actually, technically now it's like 4.
Yeah.
So we also have a beauty business running in the back, a separate company, and then our founders also started the Subscription Trade Association, which is currently the 2 desks up front, and eventually it'll become a bigger company and a bigger organization. So it's going to be growing very fast.
Yep. And as I was telling them before, we used to have a lot more of these fun games that we could play.
Come check this out.
We had some pinball machines and some more arcade games, but as we've been growing inside, we've had to get rid of our beloved games.
Yes. Okay, so this is one of our mini war rooms where we're trying to figure out some of our next moves. We curate boxes. We have like box creation meetings in here. We talk about some marketing stuff in here. And actually, if you look behind you, Matt, we have a few pictures here from the very first subscription summit. Their co-founders, John and Chris. In that second one, they're actually talking with Katya from the Birchbox. They were here in Detroit, and they were on some local news and just talking about the subscription summit and how subscription boxes are becoming such a big thing. And Matt definitely knows a thing or two about that.
I do.
All right, so we'll
I was-
working museum. So one of our founders, Paul, is totally huge nerd. He's a big
IT
tech guy.
junkie.
He's an IT junkie. So he actually has one of like the first Apple computers, Apple II, one of the first MacBooks down there.
What series is that MacBook?
That is the, what is it, the Roadbook?
It was called a PowerBook.
A
It's
PowerBook.
a PowerBook 150.
Wow, I was not
okay.
alive when that came out.
I had a 145B way back
Wow.
when.
And he's got a few games up here.
Is that ColecoVision or Atari?
That's it.
Yeah.
Sega. I think for the Sega Genesis.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Buck Rogers. God, I remember that
Parker
game.
Brothers.
Parker Brothers Kubert, probably for the Atari or
That'd be my guess.
ColecoVision.
We're actually missing one of our most special things in the office today, which is our office dog. She's not currently here, but we have an office dog named Mama. And she's here all the time, laying
Yeah.
around us, eating our cheese.
Yeah. If you open a cheese stick, she just no, she'll run right to the back.
Okay.
So, all right, let's keep on going here. And this would be where the Element 5 digital team sits. They're actually currently out at lunch right now, so I'm gonna swear they do actually work here. This isn't a ruse. We actually have people to occupy these desks.
Okay.
We have this kind of couch room. This is what we call it, meet in the couch room.
Oh, very nice.
Nice relaxed feel, so you can kind of lean back, sit in these chairs, and if you want to get some work done, or what I do is fall asleep, you can just pop back. So,
And
Don't-
another Star Wars.
you might have to cut that part out, man. I don't want Chris finding out that. Then this room we are going to be sprucing up a little bit. We actually just cleaned it out. So
This
right now,
used to be my photo room, and then we rented out a new area next door, so now I have to go over there if I need pictures, but now this has turned into another meeting room.
Okay.
it kind of feels like an interrogation room.
So that's what
we're
we named
gonna-
it.
We're going to spruce it up a little bit. We have a candle. That's a start. I think we're going to do some extra things in here. So looking forward to that. And as you come back this way,
One of Mama's toys.
yep, some of the dog toys. This is actually probably, if you could have a favorite light switch, if that's seen a thing. Power up, power down,
Oh.
and just push the buttons. It's kind of funny.
That is very awesome.
Yes. So we used to have a game here too, Smash TV, which was one of my favorites to come and play. But again, with moving more people into the office, we had to go to that and bring in an even more important station, coffee station.
The Keurigs.
Yes, here it is. So we have,
A little messy over here.
yes, that's for one of our co-founders, Chris. He made the Detroit business 30 in their 30s.
Okay.
And likewise, Paul, one of our other co-founders, made Cranes 20 in their 20s.
Okay.
Way back when Paul was 20. Or in his 20s. Way back. It's ancient.
Beer is important.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
so we have a little beer collection there, and then some extra goodies. This is a little kitchenette.
It's a little messy right now.
Yeah, don't pin mind to that. A true gentleman always keeps the kitchenette clean.
So
Today is not that day.
I'm digging the bottle cap holder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paul has a thing for collecting bottle caps, so I think what he actually wants to do one day
Just turn
is...
his bar into a bottle cap. I don't know what that's called, but
So some of these didn't actually make it there in the United States, but
it's in the United States.
try to build one. There. Cool.
Okay.
There we go. And then back here is where we do some of our beauty fulfillment. You don't really need to check it out. There's kind of crazy mess.
Yeah.
But and then this is one of our conference rooms back in here.
Did you notice the Monopoly
I did.
references? Okay.
Yes.
This is where all the important meetings tend to happen. So all of our Monday marketing meetings that we have, or anytime we have to get the whole team together, this is where it's at.
Yes, and actually you'll notice here we have more elements of the Core 3 museum. If you want to check some of these out, we have some old laptops, the iMac. We were playing on this one at the school, if you want to call it. Call it that. So some of the first iPads, Walkman. Let's see, one of my favorite books, Micro Spoof. Bill Gates' personal super secret private laptop. It's just got a bunch. Add a 0 to your tax refund. Oh. I'll pay mine to that in 2018. Yeah, I think it's one of my favorite books. So, a lot of extra tidbits, and then that's essentially where the Gentleman Box works.
So I'm kind of curious for the folks at home. Walk us through the life cycle of a gentleman's box. So in other words, kind of from origin and idea to arrival at the customer. Like, we're not going to be able to tour it, but you mentioned that there's a warehouse out in Troy. Mm-hmm. We're going to try to get some pictures. So let me actually make some dead space so I can put pictures in here. Perfect. So kind of walk us through, from that first curation meeting all the way through the customer gets it, and then people like me are unboxing and talking about it online.
Of course. So, so actually we have these like weekly curation meetings. John, one of our co-founders, is the head of curation, so he has a few ideas already kind of going through in his head, and he'll put them in a document for us to look over as a team, and then we kind of vote on which styles we think fit best. Once we have a few of the products down, then we come up with a theme, something that all the products we can put in one curation and say this really embodies like, how do I want to put it? Kind of embodies like the personality or like the character of a certain gentleman that we want to honor. So we come up with a theme and then we write the gentleman's post. So that takes actually a few weeks, I'd say like 2 or 3 weeks to like write it, and then go through a series of edits, get it designed, and we actually have the posts printed maybe like 2 or 3 weeks before production goes out. So once we have the gentleman's post and all the products are shipped in to our warehouse, we have a big string of days. I think it's like maybe 3 or 4 days of like mass production of the boxes where we have an assembly line, just run through the lines, and then we have big pallets. We have them picked up, and they make their way to your doorstep.
Okay, very good.
It's a very, very in-depth process of how fulfillment works. So, and then we start it all over again.
Yep. The eternal dance. Mm-hmm. All right, so if somebody has come across this and they are not already a subscriber, how can they become one?
Paige, where should they go?
You can head over to gentleman'sbox.com, which I'm sure Matt will link in the description below. So
Absolutely.
You can go check us out. We have 4 subscription plans, 3 of them just launched, so
yes.
Exciting
So
stuff.
we currently have like the monthly subscription plan, which you've seen Matt review plenty of times. We just introduced the tie of the month and sock of the month, which are actually a little less expensive than the $25 box, but they will not be the same ties or socks that you will see in that $25 box. So if you want to subscribe to, the tie of the month, sock of the month, in the $25 box, go ahead. You will not get the same items. And then we also introduced a premium quarterly box, which will first launch in September, and that is going to be a $100 box with at least $300 of value. Again, items that you're not going to see in the other subscription plans, and they're going to be even more gentlemanly, higher end items. So we hope you'll check them out and enjoy.
All right. Thank you all for your time.
All right, thank you, Matt. See you, Internet.